Welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade. Today we are doing the flippers on the stern Wildfyre. I already took out the 4 screws that hold the flipper plate down. I will show you that right here. The reason why is because I am missing a screw right here for the flipper bushing, and I wanted to see how they went down in there underneath like that, because I didn't know if I had replacements. I didn't know how these screwed down to it. I didn't know if they were stripped. So what I did is I left it like that, went to the hardware store, got brand new screws, some that are longer, some that are correct size, lock washers and nuts, because I don't know if this hole is stripped out on there. So we are going to learn together on that. First of all, we have this replacement one. This is for this side, and this is for this side. As you can see, this is some weird stuff I have never seen before used on a flipper. This is junk to me. We are going to be using this replacement one. It's the exact same size plunger. It's going to do the same thing. It's almost the exact same size. We're going to have to see if we can find one that's the exact same size. I think it's the exact same size as this. Yes, that's what I want. This is the exact same size. You can see, same length, everything. So we are going to be using this one to repair it, not this weird one. As you can see, this weird one is even shorter. I don't know even what this came out of, but this was working in the Wildfyre. So we got new coil stops for it, we got new coil sleeves, and I didn't bring out the coil sleeves, so we will have to grab them right now. Get a new coil sleeve. So first, we got paper towel here. Paper towel. We got my buzzer ready. This is my buzzer. I called it because it buzzes like crazy. This is to clean the EOS switch. EOS switch is fine on this game. It's just dirty and it will probably just need a little adjustment, so let's clean the contacts real quick. Now you know I call it my buzzer. The other day I used it, it was quiet for some reason. Okay, these contacts are in perfect shape. I may just file them just a tad to flatten them out. So it does seem to have a little arch to it. If I can find my file. In here. Where would my file be, Mark? In here. In here. I have no idea where my file is. Where did you use it last? Where did you put it? I have no idea where my file is. That's going to drive me crazy now. It should be right in here. And there it is. I don't use it a lot. I rarely use it. Do I have a different one? Sometimes I have a different one. Here's another one. I like this one a little better. What I'm doing is there's just a little crown on the contacts. I kind of just want to, and you can see here, I just kind of want to make them flat. That's what I want to do. I want to make the contacts flat. Good, there we go. Let's leave this like that so I can see it for the next one. Alright, we got that all apart, Let's take these screws and stick them right over here so I can bump them and knock them onto the floor. That's why I'm going to do that. Alright, so we got the screws are flush, but however we got one screw that's up a little higher and one that's a little lower. Why? I don't know. Will we find out why? Yes, we will. Alright, we'll take these off. That one was loose. I might have actually taken these off before to inspect it. Yes, I did. Because I had to order coil stops, brand new ones, because I don't have any in stock. That's why that was loose. And this coil stop is junky. It's flattened, it's mushroomed, it's got a lip on it. It's garbage. Probably because of the wrong plunger in it. Here's a brand new corrected one. It's the same height and everything. Well, it's actually just a tad higher because this one has been mushroomed shorter. Same holes, everything, you can see how they line up. I'm going to keep that bag because I want to remember what was what. I'm going to take the sleeve out. Ew, look at that. Not nasty. Oh, okay. Yucky, yucky, yucky. Pinball Resource does not sell a rebuild kit for this for some odd reason. So, but they do sell parts to individually rebuild the parts. So I'm guessing Stern didn't use this kit for a long time. They probably used it just for a short period, and it wasn't feasible to reproduce all of the parts. So that's why Pinball Resource isn't doing it. It's kind of like some parts for Chicago Coin, like this, coil sleeves. They do not reproduce them either. You have to get your own. That goes through there. That goes through there. Come on, Mark. There we go. New coil stop. We'll go on the back. It is not compressing correctly. Let's see what the original one. And that's the difference. It's the correct thickness. Coil stop is all correct, but this one's a lot beefier. So those holes are not in the exact same spot. So you know what that means? We are going to have to modify this bracket to make it work. Yes, we will. And I will show you how we will do that. First I need a marker. Thank goodness it's got 2 holes on it. So we will not be using the original ones. Alright. We will not be using those original ones. So I made 2 dots. You can see one here and one there. So what we're going to have to do is take off this EOS switch now. And I'm going to drill 2 new holes in this coil bracket to accept new screws. There's the plate. There's that. There we go. Here you can see the dots. That's how much that coil stop is off versus the factory one. There. So I will make 2 holes and we will get right back. Alright, we got 2 new holes. This one has a piece of cotton fuzz over it. Now, I'm sure these screws are not going to work back in there, but we will try. I made the holes a different thickness, but these might actually fit in there. If not, I have some self-tapping screws. We will try. I want to see if I can get these in there first without putting this all back together. Not, I got some self-tappers we will put in there. No, I do not have a tap and die set. I've never invested in one. I feel I should, except for, especially for instances like this where these don't go in. So these screws I will save. Let's find some of my self-tappers and we will use them instead. Self-tapping screws for you, for me, because we like self-tapping screws, because they tap easily. None of those are them, and neither is that. Self-tapping screws. We got a box right in front of our face. Alright. These were playfield screws I got a while ago to do a playfield swap. And these will do the job. Let's get my new coil stop on it. Where do we put it? Right here. I just want to see how it lines up real nice. It drive me crazy. Somebody was listening to Britney Spears in their car. Well, I wasn't listening to it, it came on. I would never listen to that. Britney Spears isn't cool. No, I like Britney Spears, the old stuff. She was good. Can't deny that. Those screws fit in there nice. That fits in there nice. That fits right into the hole. It's perfect. Perfect. It does the job. Alright. We got that figured out. Let's take these screws out and we will put that back to normal. And didn't I say we would lose a screw? Cowabunga, dude. Why do you constantly do that? Constantly. Didn't I say we would lose one? I even said that, didn't we? I straight up said I put them there so I could lose them. And I did. Jeez, dude. Can you believe that? I can. Alright, that goes there. Now we got this flipper bushing. How you can tell if your flipper bushing is bad. Your flipper, this is the top of your play field. It's got, if it's tight in there, see how it's got a little wobble versus the new one? This hardly has any wobble. There's the wobble. See that wobble? You don't. See this wobble? That's a bad bushing right there. That's how you know if you got a bad flipper bushing. These screws are coming out, they're not going back in because we got matching ones. Notice that one was a nut. This one isn't. I am going to keep these bushings. What I'm going to do is write bad on it. I'll put the part number on it and keep it for my reference. So if I ever get any bushings and I don't know what they are, I will know what it is now. Alright, that's that. That's clean. Let's get some bolts that fit in there. I just bought number 6 by 3/8 and by half. Let's see what's a half. Let's see how these fit. Isn't that crazy? Just bought a box. Too long. We're gonna do the 3/8. Hopefully these screws are not stripped out. The holes, I mean. If they are, we will be putting nuts on them. This will just drop through like that. Take these screws. As soon as we find a hole, put them in there. And we'll go in like that. That will go in like that. You know what's crazy, everybody? The minute I start making these videos, I get texts from people. Do you guys know when I'm making videos? I always wonder that. Do my friends know? It's like, hey, oh, Mark's making a video. Let's text him. Let's send him a message. It seems like that every single time. I am not lying. Okay, that one. Going in there tight, which is kind of good. There we go. And they're all tight. Make sure this bushing is flat to this metal. You want it to be flat, because if it isn't, your flipper is not going to be flat to the play field. It's going to be cockeyed. Like if your play field is here and the flipper is there, if that bushing's not flat, the flipper might sit like this, or worse, like that. Not such a degree of an angle, but enough where it spins and scratches the play field. You don't want that. That's why you want this bushing to lay flat, perfectly flat against this. You need it to be perfectly flat against that. Now, you notice there's some holes countersunk in here, and we just dropped screws. Notice how that fits back on there perfectly flat. There we go. This drives me crazy. 'cause I dropped my stuff. Do 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 do. These will go through like that. This will go through like that. This will go back through there like that. I tighten these screws up like that. Like that. I know I'm blocking you constantly, but I have everything at such a weird angle. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. I have everything at such a weird angle today. Alright. EOS switches back on. It's doing its job. It's EOSing. If that is a word, we will call it a word. That is back there like that. New coil stop. Back there like that. Oh, look at that, and the screws line up perfect. These self-tappers will do the job. They will hold tight. You don't need to nut and bolt them, but if you really wanted to, you could put nuts and bolts on these things with lock washers to do the job that does. That is good. That is under solid. Let's put these playfield screws back in. We are done with this part. Now we will get back. This is a different screw, so I had them separated. Come on. I wanted to show you that. This is a thinner screw, and it was in that hole, and all three of these screws were giant. I knew that was going to do that, so I wanted you to see it, but we will fix that. We will fix it. Fix it good. Let's fix it real good. Alright, this is how I do it. Other people do it different, and other people do it different. I just take a little of this giant Q-tip that's made out of wood. Take my little piece. I got that off already, don't have to worry about it. People use Q-tips. People use it different ways. I use wood glue. The reason why I use wood glue, say it, because we're gluing into wood. I coat it with wood glue, and I'm going to jam it into the hole. Push her down right there. Now, I know people that will jam toothpicks or wood in there. Jam them in there, let them dry, and cut them off. I feel I don't need to do that because I already got the filler in there. I got the glue in there. And now I got the screw in there. The screw is already pressing up against the playfield wood now with the new hunk of wood in there and the glue. What I did, I just smeared all that together and pressed it in there, and now that glue is going to set really good and tight like that. So that's why I like to do my screws like that. You don't have to. I'm just going to go underneath and feel how this flipper goes in there. Yes, we are not scratching the playfield, and it's up perfectly high. I would show you that, but It's so hard to show that. Alright, we got that, and that. Now, like I said, they don't sell this, but they do sell this. I have to take, well, this whole piece is garbage to me. This is the gold right here. This is good yet. So I'm going to keep this piece, but I'm going to take this piece, discard this piece, because see how much play that is? That's garbage. That is garbage. I'm going to take this and put this onto here, and then we will have a good flipper bushing. And this is the exact same thing as this. See how the holes line up and everything? To rebuild flippers, you just really need this. You don't need this unless your plunger looks like this plunger, and then it's garbage. So I'm going to take this clip off and the washer, because we don't need them for what we're doing. This washer and clip will go down there. This pawl is good. There's nothing wrong with it. Same with the washer. Alright. Now we will go into the other room with these parts and we'll do some magic. Never mind the mess. We're not worried about the mess. Some of you guys might be freaking out. Oh my god, that's so messy. This is my workshop. I make a mess here. This I got from eBay or something like that. I can't remember. But what it does, it's perfect for holding your plungers when you want to take them apart. Alright, Pittsburgh punch set. This is item 93424. I use this all the time for doing this. Just gotta find the right one, which is, I believe, is this one. And that's what it looks like. Drive me crazy. Do, 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 do. There we go. Now, do not get crazy on this. Put one finger behind it and other in front of it. You just want to feel it start to come out. You don't want to tap it so far out you lose your roll pin. I will show you in a minute. Once you get it going, it goes quick. There we go. That is out. That's garbage. I will show you the roll pin because I need to turn it around. See, we're getting it out just that far because you want this to be able to get in there. Now we will put this back in there, tighten her back down. See, that's why I like this thing. I'm actually going to tap this in a little bit. It's in kinda halfway. It's in far enough so I can get part of the roll pin into this hole, into the little hole. I want to get part of it in so it's actually going through this shaft part way. I will show you. Let's focus. Oh my god, I'm just keep humming that Britney Spears song. You can probably see it there. I cannot really see this camera that good due to the lighting in here. But you can see how this pin, there it goes. This pin is just a little bit into there. That gives me the lip where I can hook this onto that, like that. reason why I don't want to guess where this hole is and then damage this new link. So if I tap it through just a little bit, I can get that link set on there. Now we are binding for some reason. Let's tap it back out and find out why it's binding. See how hard it is to do that? I don't understand why it's binding. It might be that this pin is just a little too fat for this link. I think that's the trick. It is. It also works better too. The further you push this down, the less deflection you will get out of it when you're tapping it. Okay, let's do it. I think this roll pin is a little fatter. Yes, it is. See how it's just sticking on there? You know how we'll fix that. That is an easy fix. That's too big. My basement is a mess. Is yours a mess? Looks like a 1/8 bit. Yes. 1/8 drill bit. We're just going to make this a little bigger. The reason why is I don't have the exact original stern plunger. This is, I don't know what brand it is. Probably Williams. So I'm just go back and forth with this just to make it a little wider. It might be a little bit bigger than a 1/8. But I just need to make it a little wider. To get it to run in there smooth, not sloppy. That will probably work. Alright, where'd my drill go? Needs to be just a little bit wider. There we go. See how that goes now? That's perfect. And that was 964 bit. We needed that to use a different brand of plunger. This is probably Williams. I would put money on it. There, perfect. I lost that for a brief second. Alright, that only goes, you need to do a little mod like that if you're using a different brand plunger. This is, I will put money on it that this is a Williams, but it's the exact same length as the original, non-original stern one. Okay, you repeat this process for both of them and you will have two new fully rebuilt links. So let's get back to the pinball machine. Alright, we got that rebuilt. So now what we will do, we will just take the original pawl, clean her off real good, get all the crusties off of it. We want this to be as clean as possible. Just in this area right here, we want it to be clean so it can move properly and free. clean. This will go back on top of there. Oh, and this is tight. Jeez. I'm almost beginning to think that these are not the correct original pieces Stern used, because I've used these before and these always worked perfectly. So you know what we will do? We will just take a drill bit and just go to the next size just a little bit bigger on there to get this to work. I have never had this happen before. Oh, just wait. Never mind. There must have been some type of lip right on the top of there. Never mind. It's perfect. Oh, you are dumb today, Mark. Dumb, 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 dumb. Put your washer on. Put your clip on. Here we got a new piece. That will go back in there like that. Like that. And then the flipper bat will go right through it. So what I want to do first, I want to get my Allen wrenches. What we will do, see, this is what happens when you don't edit stuff, people. Editing is, you know, if you want to make it perfect and look like a total awesome, perfect person that doesn't make any mistakes, do your editing up before. I want to look like just you know, a normal person. So that's why you usually don't edit this out. I just want to see how stupid you can be, just like me, or as smart as you can be, just like me. We're all humans. I don't like editing stuff out just to make me look perfect. I want you to see all the flaws that I have, you know, because you have the same flaws probably, unless you're perfect. But I'm going to run these in and out like this. So when I do put it originally back together, these will be nice. And they're good and they're clean. They'll do the job. These bigger ones I don't mind reusing, but the ones that have the little points on them and have thicker screws with the points on, I do not like reusing. I'd rather just buy a whole new pole assembly. The reason why is because I have broke them before, so I do not like reusing them. But like I said, once you get this like that, and get your flipper on through the other side, just do that real quick just so you can see. I'm not going to tighten it down because I am not done with this playfield. Let these screws up. There we go. Give them a little tight there. There will be a spring on that, trust me. And that's how your rebuild is. I will have to adjust the, what do you call it? Oh, that's beautiful. I almost got it like right in the right spot. We'll have to adjust the EOS switch a little bit, but it can't be perfect right off the bat. As you can see, once I put the spring on there, these will be perfect, like brand new again. I have new bats for it too, so we'll be putting new bats on. But this is perfectly done. It's rebuilt. Here's the spring. Where's my... And I bumped you. We will take this, go around this real quick. We will clean the crusties off of it. They're all clean and shiny, like brand new again. And then that will go on there like that. Like that. There. That way it's got the return to it. But yeah, that's it. That's how to rebuild your flippers on your Stern Wildfyre, or most likely any other solid state early Stern. But like as you can see, I had to use a different plunger, so I had to drill out that hole on this link a little bit, but there is no slop on it. I just made it just a little bit bigger for this, but you can see how you can rebuild and reuse things. And as long as this one was original, they're perfect. I don't see what's wrong with them at all. This one I will have to clean up a little bit of the sharp edges, but this is good. We will put a new link on that, and we'll be all set and done. So please like, subscribe, thumbs up, and I guess that's about it. Take care. Later.